What's the do you I guess you're using your computer mic.
Oh, wait, did that do it?
Oh, we're back.
I don't know why, but in the settings, my mic was
Wow.
muted.
Tommy, you look so dashing, man. You
You
look
do.
so
You look like
clean shaven.
a movie
Oh,
actor.
yeah. I don't know about that. Like a Dano, maybe. How you guys been? Been a while.
Dude, I've been pretty good. Zach, you've been Zach has some news.
Yeah.
What there's been a lady. She's been locked in.
Locked in
That's
like you're
it. That
engaged?
no.
I don't know. What do you think locked in means?
This is Jeremy's throwing me off.
I
This
did
is
kind
just
of I did kind of throw off the flow a little bit.
there's no exciting updates. Finished school and now I'm
Nice.
unemployed.
Right on.
And now I'm doing the greatest podcast of all time.
So, are you both hosts? What's the deal with this?
I'm just
He-
kind of here
Okay.
consistently.
Okay.
yeah, Zach is the co-host
Okay.
and I am the co-host as well. Um,
So then the answer to my question, but yes, you are both the hosts.
yes,
Okay,
we're
sick.
both the hosts.
We're, we're both the co-host.
Yeah.
If you're both the co-host, you're both the. I'm gonna lose my mind.
The host is Joey, who hasn't come to an episode yet.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. That doesn't
Yeah.
make a whole lot of sense.
I was originally I was originally going to do the podcast with someone else and unfortunately he could not like he
You got
kept
bailed
having
on.
to move the date a little bit, so I'm like, all right, I'm just going to start doing it.
Got it. Got it. Got
Yeah,
it.
I brought Zach on. So,
How was Chicago life?
Good. Good. I just got my CDL flying around now. Um, rock climbing a bunch.
ooh.
Oh,
I was working on my car today and I breathed in some plastic fumes, which gave me a headache for a couple hours, which was fun.
Oh no.
Yeah, nothing too much.
What could you tell the kind people what kind of car you do have in your possession?
It's a 90 Miata, like 150 something miles, 1,000 miles, not 150, obviously.
And
wait,
he drove it all the way up to Canada or
Yep,
to
it's been to
Alaska.
Alaska. It's been to Alaska. It's been to, I don't know, at least 30 states. I've been to 44. I don't know if you knew this. I'm missing only 6 states.
Whoa.
which ones?
So I got to do an Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas trip, then a Rhode Island, Connecticut trip, and then a Hawaii trip.
Hmm.
Wow.
Also,
Have
my
you
time
been
in,
to Maine?
yeah, yeah, we
Whoa.
went growing up. My dad was a counselor there at a summer camp, so we went to the lake where he worked at and spent a week there, hiked around, and I hiked, the presidential range, Mount
Yeah.
Washington, and we hiked to the southern half of it on the way out there, which was really fun. We were in a cloud, which is always cool.
Whoa.
Jeremy,
On
when's the last
cloud
time you were in
nine,
a
you could
cloud?
say.
Huh?
When's the
What'd you say,
last
Vic?
time? I said, when was the last time Jeremy was in a cloud?
Yeah, Jeremy, when was the last time you were in a cloud?
Dude,
Have you
my head is in a
have,
cloud every day, man.
have you ever been in a cloud, Jeremy?
Dude, I've been in a cloud a few times in a plane, you know.
All right, that's true. That's a good
Perhaps.
point.
Been in a few vapor clouds in the presence of some people that we know. Now I'm in a Zin dust cloud.
If you go on a roller coaster, maybe you'll go into a cloud.
I was at the Badlands this past summer going to Alaska, and the fog was as dense as I've ever seen fog. It was like, 10-foot visibility. Like you could see a car length in front of you, and incredibly fun driving through the roads like that. But that was pretty much like standing in a cloud.
Whoa.
How far north did you get?
Fairbanks, so halfway home.
Okay.
I
Nice.
was, originally I planned on doing at least part of what's the road to Prudhoe Bay? Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but the road into Alaska kicked my ass so much that I bailed on going to the Arctic Circle. Um, it was so from I don't remember. Talk is one end, and then Destruction Bay to Talk. So it goes across the border there. It's like 60 miles, but it took me, I swear, 7 hours
Oh my
Mhm.
because
goodness.
it's so rutted. It was the worst washboard road I've ever gone on. And then
Mm.
coming back through because you have to go in through the same road. Um, I was absolutely dreading it, but I I saw the grading equipment on my way out of it, so they had graded it in the like 3 days since I had been there, so the road was completely smooth. It was really nice.
Whoa.
Any wildlife?
Yeah, a bunch of bears. I only saw one grizzly, which I was a little disappointed by, but elk, which was cool. Oh, I saw a porcupine on the highway, which was awesome. Yeah. Um, I had to, so I had like 100 pounds of gear in my trunk, right? And it, I had just lowered my car like, 3/8 an inch or whatever, and I drove it around for 1,000 miles, and it seemed like it'd be fine. I didn't account for all the weight on the rear axle, so my the rear was lowered another half inch or so, and so the tires were cambered out. I swear it was like 10 degrees. It was something obscene, and so they were chewing through tires. So I had to rotate my tires a ton on the trip, and I had to buy new tires in Sioux City, which was a pain, and then I also had to buy new tires in Banff. But anyways, I was rotating my tires in Alaska, and the first spot I pulled off, there was a bear right next to me. So I said, "Well, I won't do that here," and pulled like 5 more miles down the road. It was,
It's probably a good call.
yeah, it was just a black bear, so not really anything concerning. But the first night I camped in bear country, it was in Yellowstone, and I got in pretty late, and it was dark already, so I didn't really set up the tent fully. But the the water jacket or whatever kept rustling against the tent because I didn't fully tighten it. And every time anything moved, it was my first time like in grizzly bear country. I was terrified that there was a bear at my door. And, that was a long night. Nah, there obviously wasn't, but
Do you think that Kyle Busch could have completed the trip faster than you did?
yeah, anyone could. I wasn't going for speed.
Oh.
I went a very roundabout way to get there. I hiked Mount St. Helens on the way. Like
Whoa.
wasn't a speed trip. That was really fun.
I didn't know you hiked Mount St. Helens.
Yeah, so I didn't summit it. I swear it was a third of a mile. I have it saved on my phone, the All Trails screenshot. Hold on a sec. I don't know. I have it saved on my phone somewhere.
Mm.
I think it was a third of a mile from the summit, and I went when it was snowy out because it's easier to hike in the snow than the ash for me at least.
Mm.
Um, and that's just when I was going to Alaska. It was the last ridge before you can see the true summit. 20 foot 45-degree angle of snow, and I just could not for the life of me make it up that. If I had poles, I would have been fine, but I just a little underprepared. My crampons were falling apart. I just couldn't make it up that last bit.
Oh, you got actually like climbing gear to try and
Well,
do it?
yeah, I mean, crampons, and that might have been it. I didn't bring poles or anything,
Mm.
which if I had, I would have made it. But yeah, it's not like a hard climb. It's a I think from where I started, it's like 11 mile round trip and like
Mm.
a mile elevation gain. So it's nothing like ridiculous, but the ash and the snow make it pretty tough.
Yeah. That that would make it that would make it tough. Dude, w- um well, I was like trying to go up Mill Creek one time in Blacksburg, and like the
Where's Mill Creek?
trail was just frozen. Isn't that the place where you made the dam?
Oh, is that Mill Creek?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
that's Mill
wasn't that
Creek.
Angel's Rest? Or
No, no, no,
am I,
that's not
no, that's a
Angel's
different place.
Rest.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life. That was pure devotion.
what was?
You moving that giant rock at Mill Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Literally,
That dam
we
was fun.
we spent like an hour just watching you move this rock. And then as soon as anyone tried to help, Matt almost smashed his
Dude,
hand.
he couldn't fathom how to move a rock. It was so ridiculous.
As soon as people started helping you, that's when things went downhill.
He kept like, almost injuring himself or everyone around him. Oh man.
Dude, imagine there's like three crayfish. They're just like, well, this is it. It's over.
Well, it was already damned, right? Like we weren't doing real damage to it.
Mm.
Um, I don't know.
That was like, how heavy do you think that rock was?
Not a clue. I don't really remember it all that well, but it wasn't like that much. It was like maybe 200 pounds, if that. I don't know.
Yeah, but like the for the
It was
distance
wet,
you
I think,
moved
was the
it,
main issue. Where it's in,
for the distance you moved it, it was very impressive. You probably moved it like 50 feet.
okay, there's no chance it was 50 feet.
It, it's pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tell that story to like a shocking amount of people. I'm like, I have this friend who moved this rock 20 feet, and then no one thinks it's impressive
It's
because
not. It's
because
not.
when I explain it, it doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, especially because it was like 10 feet and it was like flipping it. I didn't like pick it up and walk with it.
Uh, that was the best thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah, I think this is another rope swing moment. That it's just
Like,
it
I
was,
recreated the rope swing moment. I think
yeah,
I said that in the. I took some other friends there,
yeah.
but it wasn't as iconic as your swing and my
Oh,
reaction.
the dumbest thing. Were you there for Dan's penguin slide?
Yeah.
Jared, you were there, right?
I was not there for the
You
penguin
missed that
slide.
one. That was
No.
so ridiculous.
Has
Uh,
Dan been on this podcast? I guess not.
Dude, Dan has not made an appearance on the podcast. I shouted you guys both out in the last podcast.
who
I was like, yeah, I know two people who drove up to Alaska because the last guy
did
we
he
were
make it?
talking to, what?
Did he make it to Alaska? I haven't talked to him in a
I
while.
Yeah, he made it. He made it to Alaska.
Sick. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
I ran into him in Wisconsin. I was coming back from Alaska, and he was heading out to California at the time, and I didn't know his end plans were. That's awesome. That's so good to hear.
We gotta get him. Is he still doing the van life thing?
I don't know. It sounded like he wanted to do it for a while. Or
Oh,
it sounded like he wanted to do it for the summer. I don't know.
mm,
I
that
think
is
he said he
pretty
was
awesome.
posting about it on Instagram. So yeah, Instagram.
Dude, I've been like, so I have to re-download Instagram to like post the stories and stuff on for the podcast, and it just sucks me back in. I have to delete it. I just yo-yo in and out of Instagram.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It's such a terrible app.
It's all garbage.
Yeah. It's such a time waster. It's like, man, there's so many other better things I could do with my time.
And
Like
it's not even
TikTok and YouTube.
Like exactly.
it's not even interesting though. It's just you look at it and you don't stop looking, and it's boring. And I don't understand.
Tommy, so let me pose to you a question, a hypothetical question. So if you had to go back and redo like kindergarten or like kindergarten through high school all over again, except you're transported back and you don't know anything and you're that age when you start kindergarten. And you just know that you made that decision to go
What?
back and do it.
Oh,
Like
oh, oh.
what
Okay.
amount of money would it take for you to do that?
So I'm right now, and I could go back to kindergarten. The only thing I would know about my life now is that I decided I would go back to kindergarten.
Yes, for a certain amount of money and like go through and do all the fucking school.
Well, would I have money as a kindergartner.
No, no, no. You would get the money at the end of when you graduate high school.
So basically, it's just the same thing I already did, except I get money at the end. Like I don't even remember this part. So I don't know, $1. Like it's the same thing I've already
You
done.
you you would do the same thing again for a
I
dollar.
wouldn't remember it. I could be doing that all the time, constantly. I wouldn't notice.
Some like Matrix shit.
I don't even think that happened in the Matrix.
No, no, it did not. It did not
It's
happen
like,
in the Matrix. Um, okay. Well,
how much money would it take you? What do you mean?
I'm saying like to go back and re-experience everything, but knowing that you made that choice, like you were living as an adult in society, and you're like, for $100,000, I'm gonna go back and redo everything. Except I don't have that previous
I
knowledge.
mean, having 100 grand after high school would have made a lot of things a lot different. Like I think I would do that in a heartbeat. That
Whoa. Because
well, I mean,
I
it's
because I
not like,
asked Martin. Martin was like, "Hell no, I'm not doing that."
but your life wouldn't really change that much. I don't think your life would end up the same, except
But you
hey,
have to
you got 100
experience
grand.
everything the same exact like.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that. Like I've already done it. Like I've already done it. I made it through that, and then I go back again, but I've already forgotten it already. So it's not like I'm reliving it. It's like I'm living it.
Zach, weigh in on this? What do you
I
what do
don't
you
even know
think?
the. I got lost. I don't even know the question. What? Something about living your life in kindergarten? Do you have?
His question is basically, do you want $300,000 after you graduate high school? Obviously, I would want that. It
but
doesn't make sense.
but no, but then you have to go back and experience it. You have to go through the same.
But, but I don't remember that I've already done it. So it's the same thing, though.
No,
It's
but
the same thing that's
you
happened.
do remember that you've done it already.
No, I know that I decided. So I do remember everything I already know.
No, you do not remember it.
So then I
I
don't
can't
remember.
think
That's what I'm saying. I, I'm put in the same position as I already was in, right? Like I could have reset my life a million times and I never would have known.
fair enough.
But when do you know how to make like when do you change the decisions you made in your previous life? Do you like sign a contract before you relive your life again? Or do you remember or do you remember the stuff from the previous life as you live it?
No, 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 you don't remember that. You only know that you said I'll do it again for 100K or whatever your amount is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think now that I understand the question, I also would take the free one hundred
Yes,
thousand
right. It
dollars.
seems like a no-brainer.
Mm. Well, I guess some
Wow.
people who didn't really like school
I didn't like
said
school. Nobody
no.
liked school. But
But you power through it. You'd soldier through it.
for 100 grand, it's if when I was 5 and they said here you'll have 100 grand when you're 18, I would say okay, sick. Like I don't know what the life is gonna be like.
So would you try to do like an Ivy League then, knowing that? Would you
No,
go?
no, I probably
No.
would have done more or less the same things, except I don't know. Maybe I would start a business. No, I wouldn't have.
Mm.
I'd have
Would you still have the Miata?
I'd have Amy out of probably.
What?
Well, no, probably. Yeah. If not now, at some point I probably would.
Okay, we need to get into the roots of it, because that's why we brought you on, Tommy, is that we
The
need
roots of what?
to into some deep, like, opinionated discussions. Like,
A lot of them.
what do you think of places that have like they put all their shit in a bowl and they sell it to you? What do you think of those places?
What?
Like okay, so there's There's a place and they're like, oh, instead of giving you each thing individually, we're gonna put it all in this shitty fucking bowl and we're gonna put all this
I need a
sauce on
better
it.
example. I don't. Is this a restaurant? What are you talking
No,
about?
these are different. Like, this is like a trend of restaurants, at least in
Oh,
like
it
the
is a
Northern
restaurant,
Virginia area. Like, this is like, have you never been to a place where they like give you a bowl with like all their shit in it?
like a Korean barbecue sort of thing. Is it a
Not
stir fry?
like a Korean bar or like it's like Chipotle except for everything else.
Like what kind of food?
Like it'll be like halal food, it'll be like Korean barbecue food.
Well, I think those are meant to be in bowls like this, though.
No, but not like all mixed together.
I think they are. Am I in? I, if you go to a Korean barbecue flip, you put all the shit in your bowl and then they cook it. But Zach, back me up.
Laughing so hard, I think I might actually puke. Oh, oh, come, come back to me. Come back
No,
to me.
okay. So I went to this place that we used to go to in high school, and it's like Korean Mexican fusion, and they put all their shit in like a bowl. Like it'll be like
Yeah,
kimchi and bulgogi and
all,
rice all in
all
like a Chipotle kind of bowl or
Korean
like a
barbecue,
Qdoba.
all of the pictures are their food in bowls,
No, 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 but I'm talking like a big bowl. Like a big bowl with rice
like
at
a
the
wok.
bottom.
I mean, is that how it's cooked?
What?
Like, do you mean a wok? Is the wok?
No, no, I mean like, okay, you know how you get a bowl at Chipotle?
Yeah.
Like that, except for like halal or Korean barbecue food.
Well, that's how I guess I don't know if that's how halal food is supposed to be, but that's 100% how
You
Korean
had the
barbecue.
100 grand when you were 18. You might be able to open a restaurant for this.
Now you're thinking and get in early on the bowl trend.
Oh, wow.
Zach,
So good.
Zach, what you got? What's a riveting question you can ask Tommy?
Wait, hold on. I have a few more questions about this. Now, did did you go to these places before and they didn't do it in a bowl?
No, I'm just like
So
I'm
it's
just
always been a bowl
like
at every
it's
place.
before the year of like 2016, there was only one of these bowl restaurants, and that was like Chipotle. And now you go out, there's like a bajillion of these bowl restaurants. Like there's like Mezza, right? Like these slop bowls, Zach.
There were slot bowls at Meza. I agree.
You went
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Chihuahua bowl?
like
I
you
went to the Chihuahua
before
bowl.
2016, you didn't see any of these bowl restaurants,
Oh,
and now you see
I
all
gotta
these
take a
bowl
pause real
restaurants.
quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Couldn't handle the bowl. If he just
God,
leaves the podcast,
this is the first guest to leave the podcast.
leave up and leave. He's like, this is stupid.
Oh, this is
This is riveting. This is
oh man.
what
Wow.
okay.
I actually almost threw up. I don't even know. I don't even know what we were talking about. I almost threw up. What's the bowl debate?
So the
Can
bowl, have you
fill
been
me
to
in on this?
Bebop? Have you been to Bebop?
No. What is
Have you been to
bebop?
like Mezza or Chipotle or
Yes.
Qdoba?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of like a, a restaurant instead of giving you things individually, they put all their shit in a fucking bowl and they put too much sauce on it.
Yeah, but that's just an option.
No, but I'm saying like, do you
It's,
think it's like,
it's, that's a menu item. That's it's just adding another thing
dude,
on the menu.
I was talking to
Like
John the
what
other
what is
day.
what's
John
a
knew
sandwich?
exactly what I was talking about.
That's
He knew.
ridiculous.
I am returning to
This
you. Dogs are barking.
Okay. All right. Tommy, why do you hate working out? Like, why are you against the conventional gym?
It's a little lame. Rather just live life. Like if you're climbing, at least you're doing something.
mm,
If you're biking, you're at least doing something. But going to a gym and lifting weights. It's kind of stupid.
Is there anything at a gym that's completely unacceptable no matter what, no matter who does it? Like a certain exercise?
It seems like you have an example. You have an
No, no,
example?
I don't. I've seen
Okay.
this thing. I've seen this thing recently of people water jogging in a pool, and they have like 2 foot. It's like a adult life vest, and they
Mhm.
like run like this in the pool as they're treading water. I think that's pretty dumb.
That's pretty good.
I
It's
know
like
that.
a step up of water aerobics or whatever.
Yeah, like they're not Jesus. They're not walking on water, but they're trying to.
It's pretty good. That's a little ridiculous.
The
I don't think
videos
there's
of
anything.
people using cables to like jump around as well.
What's that?
Like they use cables instead of pulling them. They're just jumping around with them. Have you
I don't know if
seen
I've seen
videos
that.
like that?
No, no.
Videos exist like that, like that. Um,
I believe you on that.
there's yeah, man.
Unacceptable. I
Interesting.
don't know. I'm not really in the gym, so it's hard to say.
What do you think of like people calling instead of being like, "Oh, what kind of meat do you want?" They're like, "Oh, what kind of protein do you want?"
Oh, you know what? I'm not a fan of that. I do. That's a good question. I dislike that for sure. Like the Chipotle protein option, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess it does make sense because they got like soy or whatever, right? Or beans
Yeah.
or yeah.
But
No,
it's all in the same category, man.
yeah.
It's like,
If you don't have a non-meat protein option, you should not be calling it protein. That doesn't make any sense. I do agree with that for sure.
yeah.
Oh, show.
And I think it's annoying for people who are like talking about protein if they're not even like a gym person. Or I think you should just be shot in the head if you mention the word protein.
Yes, yes, we should enact the capital punishment for anyone who has that sort of opinion.
100%.
Yeah,
What do you think of how do you think Caleb Williams?
great. I love him. Love the kid. I really think we got someone here, especially with Ben Johnson. He's the culture is unbelievable on the team. It's not we've ever seen before. It really, really turning it around.
Yeah, that's it's complete opposite of the Steelers.
Yeah, you
It's
do
not
guys
even
that are
I
the
can't
best.
even fight it anymore, dude. I just hope we tank.
Come on, you can't root for a tank. That makes
Dude,
me. You
dude,
you have to always want to win. That's stupid.
yeah, but then you get like a great draft pick, and
No,
then you
it's so stupid.
win
You
the
can't
next
root for
five
draft
Super
picks.
Bowls.
You can't root for draft picks until the season's over. That's just annoying and stupid.
You
Well,
think
I'm
you could hit a 15-yard field goal for $100,000 first try?
No practice.
No practice.
Is it held in place or is it? I guess that's a field goal, right?
Yeah, yeah. Someone's holding it for you.
15 yards. How tall is a crossbar?
15
crossbars.
feet? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I think like 15 feet.
I give myself like a 30% chance of doing that first try. Yeah.
Pretty
What
good.
do you think? What do you think?
I'm taking that over like the $100,000 at age one. Like I'll take. I'd rather attempt the field goal and miss than have to relive the life again.
Really? But that one's guaranteed. And you don't remember. I'm going to go back into it, but you don't remember anything about the life.
Yeah,
Like
but
that's
like,
already how your life was.
yeah, I guess so. But then I have to. In somewhere in the times of parallel universes, I'm still reliving that life. What are your thoughts on
I don't.
parallel universes?
But it doesn't change your experiences. Like
No,
who cares?
I. It's true.
No, but
Like,
but you
what am I?
if you're experiencing like if you're having the shittiest day ever, you remember you're like, I chose this. I chose to go back and do this.
Yeah, and then you'll think, oh right, because I'm getting paid a ton of money at the end of it. Duh. Why
Yeah, but like
wouldn't
a
I?
hundred. I feel like 100. Well,
You
I guess
gotta have good days too. Was
Uh,
all of your life horrible?
but but if it's like, oh, I'm doing this for a lousy $100, I know I'm getting a
What if you're
hundred.
on your death what if you're on your deathbed and you say, "Wait, I could redo it." How do you know when you're starting over that that's not what you thought, you know? Like maybe you were dying and said, "I liked my life so much I wanted to do it again." You don't know.
Don't, yeah.
Sorry, how do we get back on this?
I guess Zach asked you what your thoughts are on parallel universes.
Oh, I don't know. Can't interact with them
sorry.
as I do. So,
Sorry.
you
Also,
know
can I
what?
see your glass of water threw me off?
Yeah, it's a
Can
big
we
one.
see this?
It's,
It's a
this is
very
like over my head.
large.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
This is a
Okay.
huge cup.
Yeah.
It's from Coleman's. I closed down. Great bar. Was.
Mm.
Sad day. Turned into a parking lot, which is, just insult to injury.
Oh, it's not good.
No.
What's the what's the drinking been like for you?
Oh, way less.
Mm,
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I drink less, and when I drink less.
mm.
How about you guys?
I'm like the exact same as I was in college.
Really?
No.
Really? Oh, okay. That would be something.
I've been I mean, I'll get the fish beers,
Hmm.
you know. I'll enjoy the fish beers. It's just so tough. Like you could go to class hungover, no problem.
Hmm.
Going to class hungover is a
It
breeze. You
was
can
easy.
sleep through class.
Everything, all of being hungover was easy.
But now it's like I have to work
Hmm.
while hungover is just it sucks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We don't have great bars like we do, but right near me, it's not the best of selections. And the good ones are busy, and I don't know. We don't have a lot of like low dive bars. And the ones we do, we've gotten into fights at. So,
Ooh. Were you starting were you talking shit?
well, so I was at a bar by a train station, real close to me. That I walk there, um, and a guy. It was the Mike Tyson fight, so this was like a
Oh.
Tyson Jake Paul fight. So it was like a year and whatever ago.
Mm,
Um, Also, they have a horrible bartender there, so there's a lot of reasons we don't like that place.
mm,
But guy walks. I'm there with I think it's four of my friends. They're all girls. Guy walks up to one of them and starts talking to her. And, they're talking or whatever for a while, and then he keeps asking her to play darts. I think, and that was pretty drunk too. So my story's a little foggy, but he keeps asking her to play darts, and she keeps saying no. And then eventually, I tell him, "Oh, I phrased it competently. It's something like, "Hey, buddy, why don't you go find your seat or something?" And he's just turns and looks at me, thinks for a second, walks away, sits back at his seat at the bar, and does not take his eyes off me for 10 minutes or so. And
whoa.
10 minutes go by. We're kind of looking over, and he's, still staring at me. And I confirmed with my friends that right decision. So, whatever. Um, and 10 minutes go by. He gets up and he kind of, I don't know how to do this on a video, but he gets like over me because I'm sitting in a chair, right? And he gets over me and he's like, "Hey man, you want to take this outside?" And I stand up to him, and he's like 6, 7 inches taller than me or whatever. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know what I say. I told him to fuck off or whatever. Um, and he walks back to the bar and he comes back and forth like it was like 5 times in the course of 40 minutes. He keeps calling me a pussy, and I keep calling him a pussy. And eventually, he settles down at the bar, and I think, another guy walks over, starts talking to my friends, and he looks like a reasonable guy. So I say, all right, I'm gonna go take a piss, and I get up, walk to the bathroom, settle in, start pissing. I'm watching the mirror because I obviously he's gonna walk in, and
Mm,
so I finish pissing, start washing my hands. He comes in the door. I think, all right, well, it's go time in the bathroom. It's a tiny bathroom, but I figure, he's gonna think he has to jump on me, but I see him in the mirror. But so I figured I had a shot. He was super high on coke or something. So I figured, maybe a chance. But he walks in, and then immediately behind him, another guy walks in. So I kind of smile at him and leave. And when I get back to my table, the guys behind us said that, "Hey, man, we saw that guy following you into the bathroom, so we sent one of our buddies in after him."
Yo.
And they knew him from high school or something. And he was always, I don't know, he was a mess, whatever. I was kind of bummed because never been in a bar fight and figured that was about as good of a chance I would have had. Then night goes on. He doesn't really do a whole lot, and I think he kept saying he was gonna wait in the parking lot for me, so I was kind of like on edge walking home that night, but never did anything.
Word.
Why were we talking about that?
No, because I was asking about like oh like the drinking
Right.
the
Oh, our favorite bar closed New Year's. Oh, it must have been 2 years ago now. That was a great bar. My uncle called an Australian British there, and they almost got into it over that. The Australian was not happy about it.
whoa.
It was a good bar.
They're so sensitive. They're such a sensitive group of people. It's like if someone called me Canadian, it's like, well, I mean, I'd be kind of pissed off.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
the
that's
Canadians
you know
didn't
what? I
call
guess
me.
he's right.
If somebody called me British, I'd be a little upset.
So you call a British person Australian, and they're like, oh, "Thank you, wow, thank you, what a
I'd rather
compliment."
be Australian than British, but I don't think they see it that way.
Mm. What um, what's your dream bar? What's your dream country, dream bar?
What?
So like is your dream bar, is it like an Australian pub? Is it like a British pub?
Oh, no, I think we get good bars here. I don't know. It's all kind of the same idea. It's a small one, kind of quiet, maybe a
Mm,
pool table,
Mm-hmm.
unlimited pizza if you buy a drink. That was pretty sick.
Unlimited.
You
The
remember that?
Beast of Black. Oh
On the
my
table.
goodness.
Forgot you guys had a pizza eating competition.
Oh.
Jeremy,
Two
you
full.
talked
It was ridiculous.
you talked a big game, Jeremy. And
Oh.
what were we watching? We were watching NASCAR. Is that
Oh,
what
I don't
started
remember.
it? Everyone was at my house. Words were exchanged during a NASCAR race, which resulted us going into the beast. Jeremy, I think you ate 13 slices of pizza. Tommy, 15 and comfortable. Could have doubled it.
I didn't want to keep eating, but I definitely could have. I was feeling sick, but if I needed to win, I would have gone a lot longer.
Have you
100%.
guys have you guys seen the Green Book where the dude Viggo Mortensen who plays uh
Aragorn.
Aragorn and and then they get into an eating competition. This is like early in the movie, but
I haven't no.
yeah, so if anyone's curious what that looks like, go watch that.
Do people watch this podcast?
Dude, there's one of our episodes got 120 views,
Right on.
and we had a guy who went to Virginia Tech, and he has
Hmm.
like 100K on Instagram. He was our
Yeah.
last guest, so
Now, I clicked on the channel. Was he a Scientology guy? What was the deal?
no, no, no. That was just a joke.
Okay.
He, he wasn't trying to, but dude, our audio went out, or not our audio, or the video went out because Zoom like fucked me over.
Hmm.
Um, so I had to put in the middle of it. I put just like I'm like, okay, what am I gonna put over this? I put just all like clips of mountain monsters
That's
over
pretty.
this segment of the
That's a good show.
podcast. So, and a few other videos, a few other fan favorites.
Did we know that guy, or was he just a guy who went there?
No, he was just a guy who went there and he did like he'd go around on and interview people on Center Street. Like he was
Oh,
one
okay,
of those
okay,
guys. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So, um, Yeah, dude. That
So we can
was,
get Wild Bill on here
Who's
dude,
Wild Bill?
Wild Bill would be a great guest.
Who's Wild Bill?
from Mountain Monsters. Like,
Oh, that's too much. Oh, you know what would be great? If you got to get Spencer on here to tell the banana suit guy story. I love that story.
Oh, that would be a great story. Oh, yeah, we gotta save that for Spencer would love to tell that tale. Yeah, man. What a fucking my life has become a lot more mild since then, except with the exception of the podcast.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and when I got
Living in a
stranded,
house with other idiots makes it a lot easier to do dumb things.
yeah, man. I still think about Dan wetting the toilet paper and throwing it on the stairwell.
I don't remember that one.
You know, maybe it's still up there. Maybe the landlord just painted it over there. But yeah, he like took toilet paper and he threw it against the stairwell
Yeah,
wall. Tommy, you have to tell about, or you don't have to. You tell a story about the door.
what door?
yeah, I was just gonna say that too.
Wait, what door?
Max door? Was it? I don't know. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, now I didn't do the worst things to him this weekend, but this wasn't great. I felt a little bad. Um, so he was gone for the weekend, and I won't get into the other stuff, but someone said something about running through a door, and I said, "Well, yeah, I could run through a door." And they said, "No, you couldn't." And I said, "Well, I'm going to do it right now." And so I went upstairs and ran through Mac's door, and he uh, he had a shoe collection on the other side and like a calendar, and um, so I took the door off my door frame and put it on his door, and put the shoes back up on the thing, and fixed his calendar up. And I thought I nailed it. I got it exactly right. And he comes back that from that weekend, and immediately he says, "Yo, what happened to my door?" He noticed that his shoes were out of the pattern. It was the craziest thing. So I didn't even have a chance to tell him that I ran through your door and replaced it with my door. He knew right away. It was the funniest thing. Uh, yeah, but
dude,
that was better than the other things that happened to him that weekend. That was pretty cruel.
that's like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie.
I don't know what
That
happened.
yeah, no, the same exact thing happened, except without the. But
Really?
yeah, they broke a door and they replaced it, and
Uh,
then they like the bathroom door or something didn't have a lock. So they were like, I
oh,
swear there's a
oh, okay.
lock on this door.
That was pretty similar. Huh.
Yeah.
Funny. Funny, funny.
What um what Pawn Stars character do you relate to the most on a spiritual level?
Probably the old one, I guess. He
The
seems
old guy loves
sad.
his silver.
Does he? It's been so long since I've seen it.
He's yeah. Um
Oh,
Remember
dude,
yo,
when there was a myth that like Chum Lee died?
yeah, yeah, I do remember that. But didn't he have like bad health issues or something? Or
yeah,
was he just on
I think
drugs?
he was like he was addicted to a bunch of
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Did you see? Have I shown you the slusher sign? I put it in epoxy, so it's on the wall now.
Oh, yo. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, it kind of got some air bubbles in it, so I don't know, figure something out there, but it's actually rigid again.
You did some wild things.
I don't know. We all did, you know. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't I you did some wild things, I'd say too, Zach. Would you say?
Did I? What did I do that was wild? No, not really. Maybe
The cave, finding the cave was pretty wild.
Oh,
yes.
we should have gone in that cave. Why didn't we go in that cave?
Yeah, that's like I regret that.
So late. Oh my god, that would have been so much fun.
Yeah.
What was it? Nellie's cave?
Nellie's cave
That
is
was a great
real.
I can't believe you found that.
I don't know why we didn't go back either. We found that early
Well,
on.
didn't you talk to the guy and he said, "I don't want you here," and they kind of ended it.
Oh, maybe that was it. I don't
I
even
think he just
remember.
didn't. I think didn't feel like it was worth the hassle after. I don't know. It's been too long.
The discovery was made, but we didn't take the
You spent like
treasure.
a lot of time looking for that, didn't you? It was a good find because
It took me like a month to find to guess the location. It was that's all I worked on.
it was sick. Because you saw the sign for the road, right? And you figured there's got to be a cave with the Nellie's Cave Road, right?
Yeah, man.
That's so
You
cool.
can't not have a cave and have a whole area named after it.
Yeah,
That is true.
Just sit in some guy's backyard.
oh, it's awesome.
I don't think I
Tommy,
really did wild stuff though. No.
I mean, trying to think. You are more of like the facilitator, like wild things would happen when you were there.
I witnessed
Yeah.
the wilderness, do you call it?
Sometimes you just need like sometimes there are those who are committing the treasonous acts, and then sometimes there are those who need to tell the tale of the
Uh,
act.
so you're saying I'm a traitor?
No, no, no. I didn't
You
say you
want
were a
to?
traitor. I said or I guess treacherous. I don't know.
Okay, treacherous.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and
No, I would never call you a traitor, Tommy.
Okay.
bringing it back to the door, another door story that great moment when I saw it on your front door. You know, people would push the front door too hard, it would make a hole in the wall.
Oh my God, I
And
forgot about that.
you've replastered that
Oh,
hole so many times. And I remember I was
I
over one
forget
time. It
you
was
were
just
talking. It
me,
was so stupid.
you,
Why don't we just
someone
door
else,
stop or something?
and we were just sitting there. You finally replastered. You're like, I did it. It's perfect this time. The landowner will never know. Like I did it. As soon as you said that, Matt went through the door, slammed the hole, and you're just like, damn it, Matt. It's
Oh man,
good.
that's so good. That
Man,
I forgot about that hole. That hole was there constantly.
wasn't there a big hole in our apartment too, Tommy? Senior
Oh
year?
yeah, someone threw a chair through the wall, right?
Yes, someone threw a chair
Oh,
through the wall.
there was a big conspiracy about that. I remember. Who did it?
Dude, I don't know. I don't think
No, no,
we
no, we learned eventually. It was. I think
was
it was.
was it Spencer?
I I feel like Spencer was the one who got blamed, but I don't remember if it was him in the end or not. Because I think it
Yeah.
might have been Nick.
Oh. Oh, it could have been Nick.
I
It
think
could have been
it
Nick.
was I don't remember. It was one of
Yeah.
the, I remember a bigger hole. Did someone throw a glass through the wall? What happened?
I remember,
I
yeah,
don't
there
know.
was like it was like
I
a
was
foot
concerned about that.
by a foot hole.
Because the chair was definitely part of it, but there definitely was a big. Oh no, that one was at my place. That was Matt doing like the climbing up the side of the wall, and he put his foot right through it. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Oh my god. Dude, we were like fucking emo teenage boys putting holes through all our walls.
well, most of them were accidental. The chair was definitely not accidental.
What was your is there any other specific moment that you can recall that is your favorite, one of your favorite moments?
Well, the slusher sign is up there.
Mm.
Um, the banana suit guy is up there.
We'll get Spencer
Yeah,
will
you
tell
got
the
to that.
banana
That
suit
one is so
story.
good. You remember when I rode my bike into the duck pond and then we sent it into Barstool and they didn't put it on, and then like a month later, a guy rides his bike into the duck pond 10 times slower and they put it on. I was so upset about that.
Yeah, that was a crock of shit.
Yes, it was.
That was, man. Oh my gosh. And when we hid you in,
Oh, that was a good one too.
so
Yeah,
okay.
in my closet. Yeah.
So
Wait, I didn't know you were there for that one. Yeah.
this was during COVID. We so we were all like we were drinking in the dorm, and you could only have like what, like four
something like that.
people
Yeah.
in the dorm, and we had to hide Tommy because Tommy already had like you already had like two CRs.
Yeah, I think right because the first one, none of you were that. It was in I think Nancy's apartment or dorm. God, it doesn't matter. And no, that one made me mad because I was standing outside of the room, and they still gave me one. And then I talked to the counselor, or whatever, who was an asshole, and he said, "Oh, this won't be on your record or anything." And the next one comes around, and it's on my record, and I was pretty pissed about that. Um, but yeah, so Dan, without thinking at all, just grabs me and throws me in the closet the second we heard the knock. And I mean, how could we not get? We were so loud and so drunk.
Dude, but we had gotten liquor from West Virginia
Yeah,
that
the
day, and we had
liquor.
like 100 something dollars of liquor, and they took
Yeah,
it all.
right. We made the bar next to Spencer's record player. Oh, that was the
Dude,
Swedish fish and the vodka thing. Did you try that?
yeah.
That was
Oh
so bad. Oh man.
man. Oh
Do you remember?
yeah.
Were you there when the vodka froze?
I don't know if I
We had
was.
the cheapest vodka imaginable, and we put it in our fridge, which I guess was a freezer at that point. And it like separated somehow the alcohol and the water, and the water froze, and then there was alcohol under it, and so we let it sit, and it mixed again. We tried it again, and just tasted like rubbing alcohol, and so we figured, well, no, done with this, and we gave it to. Do you remember Maria? We called her the ghost of Slusher.
The ghost of Slusher? I don't
Yeah.
know if I do.
All right. Well, she
Why was she called the ghost of Slusher?
she was kind of she kind of like hung up. She was there. She was kind of like omnipresent, but also not really there. She always came in at odd times, kind of deal. I don't know. Dan or Spencer would say it better, but or Nick would. No, maybe it wouldn't. Anyway, she took the vodka and presumably drank it all, which I'm guessing was not great for her health.
Ooh.
Do you
Dude,
remember when I hit Vanessa with a skateboard and drove her back to alcohol? She was like, I don't know, a month and a half sober or something, and I was trying to. We were outside of your dorm by the trash cans, and I don't even know what I was doing, trying to. I guess I couldn't skate, so anything basically, and it slid out from my foot and hit her right in the shin, and she screamed a little and said, "Oh, fuck this," and ran inside and grabbed her vodka. It was like a month and a half of her not drinking.
man.
Oh man,
Dude, what a fucking that was like lightning in a bottle, man.
what?
Can't recreate it like that time period.
Oh yeah, because I don't know. Do you want to recreate it? Like
That is a good question.
it was fun while we were that age. Like
Yeah.
it's fun to talk about, but I don't want to do it again unless I don't remember and I'm given 100K.
Yeah. Dude, I definitely like yeah, redoing that's the biggest no-brainer is redoing college for 100K. It's the
Hmm.
biggest no-brainer. Um, yeah, dude. What does the future, so I know you got your CDL.
Mm-hmm.
What does the future hold for Tommy?
Applying to power companies right now. A couple of weeks I'll take another job because it's kind of a long process, but
Mm,
hope to make it to Montana. Dakotas are cool. I'm applying to a lot of other places. Don't want to be in Illinois. Illinois sucks.
mm.
How about you guys?
But
I
I'm working. Or Zach, do you want to go? You want to go
I
first?
was pitching family migration to Idaho.
Yeah,
It's
too
not it.
expensive now.
Yeah,
Montana's kind of like that too, but Idaho's already there.
you can get cheap land with no people around it,
Can you still?
with no house. You can
See,
buy the land for cheap.
Yeah, I kind of thought Idaho already was out of that.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Okay.
That's the goal. The goal is Idaho. Did you go through Idaho on your drive?
Yeah, well, not many times. I don't know, it's half dozen times or whatever. Yeah,
Oh, jeez. Did
it's
you go
super
through?
hot in the south. It's
Yeah.
it's you forget it's basically the desert. It's on top of Nevada.
Did you go through Stanley, Idaho, or Ketchum, Idaho, Sun Valley?
I don't know. I wasn't there
That's
for a whole long time. I think I drove through mostly the northern part, but the
okay.
southern parts of
Moscow, Idaho. Wasn't that where like some thing
that sounds
happened?
familiar. Oh,
It's
was that the firefighter kid?
some kid like killed his roommate in Moscow, Idaho, at the
I
college.
remember, yeah, yeah, that was like semi recently.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
went through Twin Falls, Boise area. I didn't get as high as Stanley
Gotcha.
or as low, depending which way.
Would you work and save up your money and then in a few years just crash out and then go travel the world? Would you do that?
I don't know. I can see that being fun. If I had the cash for it. If I didn't have the job I liked.
Mm.
You?
I mean, it's possible, man. If the if the podcast if the podcast ever reached a point where I could live off of it, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, talk for an hour a week and then don't do anything else. Make a living. Yeah, obviously that would be sick. Um, I think it would be really cool to drive the length of Chile. You know,
That would be sick.
so beautiful.
Yeah. It's
For how-
definitely, you know, can't be. I don't know, sometimes like I'm getting an itch right now where I'm like I don't want to be. I need to be like get that adventure itch.
Yeah, we'll do it. Take the
But
week.
I got
You
I
got
got to
you got
work
a
this job for a while though. But I'm
you
What?
got
I'm
you,
having fun. It's a great job.
you got
Hey,
a remote job. Get the little
job is
Starlink
remote. You
going.
can go literally anywhere, anytime. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I guess I am like get the van, work out of the van.
Yeah, or just work at a Panera and then go drive for like 5 hours and then sleep wherever and then find another Panera and keep moving like that.
The
The
traveling
Panaras.
podcast, traveling mystery machine.
Hmm, yeah.
That was the only problem is that I have to like I have meetings at certain times.
No, yeah,
So
you
it's
work
like
at a Panera the whole day.
yeah, but like if I go to like if I were to say like I have to stay like East Coast or like Central time.
No, you just keep Central Time in your head.
So if I go to
Agreed.
Alaska, if I drive up to Alaska, then I'm like, well, I have to wake up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, but like if you go in the summer, it's daylight
Wait,
24/7.
that was the
That
craziest.
is true.
So, so I slept in my car in Alaska because I was too lazy to pitch a tent, and it, the sun was just completely beating on my face at like midnight when I fell asleep, and I woke up at like 4, and the sun was still up. Or up again. It was the craziest thing. I never saw darkness in Alaska.
Whoa. That's got to be just so freaky.
It was interesting
Did
for sure.
did you go to Homer or like the
Yeah,
Southern Peninsula? Oh, you
I
did?
did. Yeah, it was
Oh,
beautiful, unbelievable. Um,
did you see the rabbits that were hopping around? They have like a domestic bunny problem.
did they really? I didn't see
Yeah,
that. No.
it's
Whoa.
domestic bunnies
Yeah,
run around, but they're like super sized,
yeah,
probably this big, and they're just everywhere. It's
that's
hilarious. I went
hilarious.
I went to Homer in August.
Yeah,
Or no, yeah, August or July. Alaska's amazing.
so cool. I gotta go. I want to go back and just fish for a week.
Mhm.
I think that would be awesome.
Catch some salmon.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I hate salmon. I don't like the taste of salmon.
You don't like the taste of salmon.
Nah,
Whoa.
tuna's the best fish.
Would you ever go completely off grid?
For life, probably not. Um, I like driving on roads too much, I think.
Mm,
Although driving off road is pretty fun too. I don't know. Probably not.
hmm
It also seems like a pain.
Yeah, yeah. I think if you're like semi attached to the grid, I think that's kind of the way to do it.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Like, you get an Amazon package delivered.
Okay, if you're getting Amazon, you're pretty much on the grid.
Yeah, that's
Like,
insane.
man,
Getting anything you want delivered within 2 days, it means you're on the grid.
Dude, but it does seem like so weird to be that far. Like, was it cold during
not at
that
all.
time?
It was 75 when I was in Fairbanks. It was the craziest thing.
Whoa.
Um, I mean, it was also June, right? So it wasn't in the middle of winter, but it was real warm.
And what do you think of like the Canadian, is that the Front Range where Banff is?
Well, I don't know what it's called, but really pretty. So I did
Mm,
Jasper National Park and Banff National Park on the way down. And they had, oh, so this was right around when there were real bad wildfires right there in like the
uh-huh.
northern Canadian Rockies. So I was driving through like fresh wildfire, like they had just opened the road, kind of. Like I think it was on the way up, it was closed. So I think like 2 days before I was driving through, there were active fires. There were like active fires being fought. There was still like a little smoldering when I went through, but it was crazy seeing that much wood burn down like that.
Wow.
Oh, but Banff and Jasper are beautiful, beautiful places.
Would you ever um you think you could go up and work in like Western Canada?
Could I? Sure, but I wouldn't really want to.
Mm,
More of an American. It was
yeah.
weird being in Canada. So it was my first time out of the country.
Uh-huh.
It was weird just knowing that you don't really have rights there. Like I'm not part of it, so my rights there aren't. I mean, you obviously have rights, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't. It's close enough to here, but if I get pulled over by a cop, I don't really know exactly what he can and can't do, kind of thing. That was
Yeah,
also interesting.
do they have Miranda rights? Can they
I'd
read
imagine
you?
they do, but I don't know. I'd have to imagine they have at least something comparable, but I don't know. Um, I also got flashed by cops like 5 times going through there, but no one ever pulled me over. It was very interesting.
Interesting.
You know,
Maybe they were complimenting the Miata. Maybe they were be
not very
like, that's a sick car.
I did run into a lot of people in Alaska who were surprised that it was there.
Mm.
I I lost, I think it was 20 pounds on the trip because I was just eating apples and jerky, um, and like the occasional meal at a restaurant. And then when I came, so it was like 2.5 weeks of the trip, I lost 20 pounds. And then like 2.5 weeks after it, I gained it all right back. It was the funniest thing.
So you were slim tennis Tommy, and then you got
Not,
back to
not quite
regular
tennis
Tommy.
weight. No,
Oh,
I was like 130 when I was playing tennis.
whoa.
On my license, it was 121 for a long, long time.
Wow. I I'm 213 right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 180 something.
Mhm.
I think I when
290?
I went when I was 180 before my like big hike I did, and I came back I was 150, and then now I'm at like 160-ish. It
Grayson,
fluctuates a lot.
Yeah, when I worked at Philmont, like I was 199 and then I got down to like I was like 186.
yeah,
So I didn't lose like a ton. Like I did slim down, but I was definitely like I look back at the pictures of myself, I'm like, oh geez, a little skinny.
Zach, where were you? What big climb? Hike?
I went. to I did Alaska. That was like more vacation. Went to Alaska, and then in August I flew to the Dolomites in Italy.
Oh, right, right, yeah.
I did like 200 miles there collectively, and
That's
then I went to the Lofoten Islands in Norway and did like 300 miles there.
so cool.
It wasn't like really a continuous trail that like my plan was to do a continuous trail, but it was more just like I hiked 15 miles today. I
Yeah,
slept in the same spot. I did 15. So, it was crazy. That's lots of
that's awesome.
honestly though, Alaska and Idaho. There's no reason to leave. Those places are more than fine.
Crazy how different the country is. We have pretty much everything here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really nice, but I'm perfectly fine
yeah,
with all the national parks we have and stuff.
yeah.
More than okay.
So I went to Yellowstone on the way out, and it's unbelievable how different just Yellowstone is
Mm.
corner to corner. Like the the geysers, and then the it's wild how different it is. Sorry, that was phrased very poorly. Not really a whole thought. You been to,
No, what were you saying? Sorry.
you been to Yellowstone?
I've never been to Yellowstone.
Worth going to. It's really really cool.
Whoa.
You canyons and waterfalls and geysers and mountains and I I slept my first or second night. I slept with buffalo in the campground. I don't know if I mentioned that before. That
Whoa.
was really cool. They were just mulling around the tent.
Whoa. That's a little freaky because they're so big, man.
There were a couple other guys camping near me, so I wasn't all that concerned.
Okay.
It was a this was a pretty common spot, so I think they were pretty used to people.
Dude, but the one site though that the one site though, and oh Zach, and you're good if you need to head out as well.
I'll head out soon.
Okay.
See you, Zach.
Conclude this here.
Have a good one.
All right.
All right.
See you later, Zach.
Nice to speak with you, brothers. Goodbye.
I'm probably gonna go
Adios.
finish your
Yeah.
thought and now too.
Do what?
Finish your thought, and then I gotta get going too. I didn't realize it was already 8:10.
Okay.
I sent Nick the link. He was a maybe on being a surprise guest. My own guest.
Whoa. Yeah, dude, we need to get him on for Black History Month. That's what we need. But I was gonna say conclude with these two things. Um Grand Canyon is one of the most it's like people say it's like
I should have.
it's it's like the one thing that's not overhyped. You could hype it so much
Yep.
and it just exceeds your
Yeah.
expectations.
Words can't do it justice.
Yeah. It's one of the few things like that. And
Yeah.
I was so shocked and how blue it looks too from the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll leave you with this. Is what do you think the key to travel is?
Key to travel.
Yeah. What
I
do you
got three
think?
rules on traveling, but I
Ooh.
don't remember them. So give me a second. I think it's like don't be angry, don't worry about the money, and don't shave. Are my three rules to traveling. It's something along those lines. Don't not shaving is a big one.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, but don't be angry is a big one too.
All right. Well, Tommy, thank you so much for joining
Yeah. Yeah.
on
Thanks
the
for having me.
Lardos podcast.
What's it called?
It's called the Lardos podcast.
Why?
Someone was called Lardos.
Who?
So you would know him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, dude.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
See you later.
Audio.